Hey everybody, John Hayden here, and do I have an interview for us today? The beautiful, the legendary, the iconic Jackie Beat joins me to talk about season 2 of her new show, Dr. Jackie. You may need therapy after seeing it.
It must be so hard to be a black trans woman of color.
You don't have to say black and of color. You could just use one or the other.
Just tell me what to say.
Well, my problem actually has nothing to do with me being a black trans woman of color.
It doesn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, you know what? The more I think about it, that makes sense. I mean, not all my problems are because I'm a beautiful cisgender white woman. So why are you here?
Okay, the doctor is in. Dr. Jackie is joining me right now from a fabulous, cool little den. Where are we today?
Altadena, California.
Ooh, Altadena, California. I love it.
People could Google it. It actually has quite an amazing artistic and LGBTQ past.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it in LA area?
Yeah, it's right next to Pasadena. It's very rural.
Okay.
And every once in a while, you just see somebody, walking down, going down the street on a horse.
As you do?
Listen, I haven't been on Drag Race, so I couldn't buy a house in West Hollywood, all right? You got to find those up and coming neighborhoods.
Oh, ugh. Can't Michelle Visage get you in?
Um, she doesn't answer my calls anymore.
Fair enough. Well, I can tell you, I have prepared for this interview. I have got a fresh box of wine. See, I'm pulling the seal off of it right now.
Okay.
And I've got my Christmas cat mug because I forgot to put it away with the rest of the Christmas decorations. So we're just having it out all there. So I thought, I know Dr. Jackie loves her box wine.
Yeah, why don't you be honest? You have that mug because it's the biggest mug you have. Come on.
That's okay. Yes. You are the doctor. You see right through me.
That's why Eureka keeps being asked back on Drag Race. It's the biggest mug they have.
Well,
Ooh, body shaming. It wasn't body shaming, it was face shaming. Well, enjoy your wine.
oh, cheers, doctor.
I have my Zevia,
Mm.
which is stevia sweetened soda, and this particular one is Mountain Zevia, so it's like Mountain Dew. It's full of caffeine because,
Oh my God. Of course, it's only what, 12:30 about where you are, so you can put all that caffeine into you. You're not going to bed anytime soon.
No, I am not going to bed anytime soon.
Also, I found chicken wings in the back of my fridge. Much like me, they're undated, but I figured if we're going full Dr. Jackie, I'm in for an immersive experience.
Okay, well, I could roll with the, illusion, but the truth is I don't drink and I'm vegan.
Oh my God.
You have just triggered me.
Oh,
This
I am
is a
so
double,
sorry.
This is a double whammy. No, you enjoy whatever helps get you through the day.
I'm going to update your Wikipedia page with these facts after we get done with this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, season 2. And it seems like the patients, the A-list, or that's generous, C-list patients, have problems that are bigger and more ridiculous than ever, even by Hollywood standards.
Yes, it's pretty crazy. I mean, we have people. First of all, I can't believe they asked me to do a second season. I've never asked back. I never perform anywhere twice. I never hook up with a guy a second time. There's this all you can eat down the street that the moment they see me, they, turn the lights off and bolt the door. So I'm shocked, but I'm excited. And yes, we got some really amazing people and their problems were off the charts. Like abducted by aliens. And, Trixie Mattel's problem is that she doesn't have any problems. And I quickly nipped that in the bud and pointed out that she has a lot of problems.
Yeah, she's got 99 problems, but a pink hotel isn't one. I've heard it's fabulous. Have you been?
First of all, it's a motel because Trixie is trash. I have been there. I haven't stayed in the room. Let's just put it this way: don't bring a black light. No, I'm sure it's very clean. No, it's pretty gorgeous. It's pretty much like if she started eating, and in other words, the motel is just like a big Trixie, pink and those old 60s and 70s patterns. Listen, she obviously doesn't have enough money, so more power to her.
Not nearly. So you skewer just about every facet of from everything from skewering straights and conservatives to skewering Republicans, and I know in episode 3, Florida gets a mention. So how do you gently do this where it's funny and people really aren't all that offended, although they still may clutch their fake pearls?
Well, first of all, I think that I'm preaching to the choir. I don't think, people who are going to be offended by making fun of conservatives and Republicans and Florida, I don't think that's my audience. And if they happen to wander in and, if some person like that is watching, I'm sure the sound is down and they're just pleasuring themselves, and funny that a pussy would walk right in at that moment. So no, I don't worry. I mean, listen, I know the world we live in now and people are easily offended and easily triggered, but if you have irony, poor blood, this probably isn't the show for you. We're making a point by sometimes saying the complete opposite of what we actually believe.
So this is not for the irony deficient patient.
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's for smart people.
Oh,
if you're not that smart, still watch it, please. I'd like to get season 3. All you dummies out there, watch Dr. Jackie, Unlicensed Psychotherapist.
On Out TV.
Out TV.
I know you've been to Florida, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and have you been to Wilton Manors and
of course.
And Fort Lauderdale? Okay, how often do you get down here, and where do you like to go to watch fellow drag entertainers strut their stuff?
You've got to be kidding. I'm a whore. So if you're paying me, I show up and I do my show. If you worked in a pizza parlor, the last thing you want to do on your night off is go eat pizza. So no, I don't go to fucking drag shows. Sorry, I'm just being honest.
Fair enough. When I was in college, I worked at Pizza Hut, and I ate there on my day off because 20% discount.
Well, that's different. And besides, yes, that's different.
What's been your favorite guest so far to sit on the couch and write up a scenario for?
Well, that's a loaded question, because that's almost as loaded as my baked potato. Because I don't want to say everyone has been amazing, but let me think here. I mean, oh my God. First of all, there's so many. No joke. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think of, you know what? I would say, and this is probably not the, answer that I should give to a predominantly gay audience, to try to get them to watch the show. They really are all funny, but Rose Abdu, who plays the housekeeper on Hacks, that was just so effortless and so fun. And to work with somebody, she's been in everything, Gilmore Girls, seriously, everything. So to work with somebody that skilled and just that, it was just like good sex, to be perfectly honest. because the show is the first season of the show was 90% improv with a little skeleton, and then we found that it was very hard to edit, so we did the opposite, 90% scripted, and then you get to go off script and have some fun. So yeah, working with her was really amazing. But everyone, I mean, Debbie Harry, Parker Posey, Neil Patrick Harris, the aforementioned Michelle Visage, like just so many people, so much fun. I mean, being in my Dr. Jackie office with Willem, Bianca, and Alaska, and then when you think it couldn't get any more, star power, all of a sudden Trixie shows up. That was a fun day. That was a really fun day.
I know you've been in the scene for decades, and yet somehow you're still 29, and bravo for that. So is this show like calling in the favors or the culmination of all these relationships and friendships you've built, like getting Parker Posey on the phone? You know what I mean? Because you've got to have at least 4 guests per episode, at least you do for this season. So is this like where you're like, oh yeah, Parker would be great for this, and now are people starting to come to you to ask to be on the show?
Well, I'm friends with Parker, and she's always wanted to do it, but her scene is about how, like tech challenge she is, and that's real. I wanted to do something that was kind of real, so since her scene is over the phone, she honestly doesn't even know how to like record herself on the phone because she's wacky and she's just, one of those crazy magical people.
Yeah.
So she always wanted to do it. I think the fact that, season 1 was so funny, you can show people season 1 and they're like, oh, I get this. Yeah, let's do it. So, I mean, this is a little sad, but I was texting with Paul Rubens, AKA Pee-wee Herman. And we were texting, and he was like, Jackie, I love you. I want to do this so bad. This is so fun, And it would have been just a phone call. And he kind of was like, I want to do it, but and he was just like, I really can't do it right now. And then 2 months later, he passed away. So that's very, I wish he would have done it just because it would have been hilarious. But, and then Chris Pine almost did it, but ran into a little problem. It was a logistic sort of like Screen Actors Guild kind of problem.
Oh,
that
okay.
Could have been worked out, but it was very last minute. And they're like, I don't think we can figure this out in time. But he's such an amazing person. Me, Drew Droege, and Sam Pancake were in his movie Pool Man, which is in theaters right now. And we asked him to play Burt Reynolds at the very end of one of the episodes of the Golden Girls Live. And he just showed up to this little theater and played Burt Reynolds. And when he walked out, the audience lost their shit. So I have a lot of great people that I know personally. And then sometimes, when you get to this age, you just get fearless and you're just like, all they can do is say no.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine who may come on board to help me get talent for season 3, we're trying to get Paula Abdul and maybe even Dolly Parton. So these are dreams. You know what I mean? Like, why not? If they can, that's why Debbie Harry did it. She's like, oh, I can do it on my phone. I'm backstage doing a concert. I'll just shoot it in the dressing room. A friend of mine does her makeup. He was like, I'll help her do it. And and then we edit it and make it look like we were actually talking, because those are completely separate.
Right.
They just read their part of the script. This is a little glimpse of the back of the Hollywood sign. It's all movie magic.
Oh my God. No, I love, and on Parker Posey's vignette, she used the word Luddite, and I'm like, okay, this is now officially a high IQ show.
Well, I wrote that. She was just reading the script. Yeah, a Luddite. Isn't that like, someone who has absolutely no technical, skills and like lives in the past?
Exactly, exactly. Much like me. I'm over 50. I'm living in the past. I'm hanging everything on what happened in my 20s and early 30s at this point.
Well, I totally understand that. And the best music is from the 1970s and 80s. And, you know, I could listen, you're talking to, I'm 60.
Mm.
People are like, do not say that out loud. You're in show business. But you know why I say it? Because the kids need to know.
Yep.
Fierce and Funny and Fabulous doesn't have an expiration date. I used to write for Joan Rivers. She would be sitting next to me in her 80s. And I was like, this woman is still fabulous. That's why I don't do high kicks and splits and shablams. You can be funny forever. But here's my point. It's great to love older stuff, but every time I really start going there and I'm kind of fighting, like, you know, what's new and fighting the future, I just think of all those fear-based people who want to make America great again, which means live in the past.
Yeah.
Not all of the past. Yes, embrace the good music and the movies and all of that, but it's good to move forward and evolve.
So it's okay to revisit the Brat Pack and John Hughes movies, but not Reagan, Dole, or their brothers.
Well, it's good to enjoy that on a pop culture level, but we also need to realize if you watch those movies, there are a few problematic moments, and I'm glad the world isn't, I'll say it, quite as rapey. Like, we thought that was so funny, and there's like a lot of racist stuff, and, you know, they call people, you know, the F word for homosexual. And listen, I know that it's whatever, but it was really a straight dude world, and I love that there is so much representation now. People of color, trans people, LGBT, you know, like, you know, I have my own TV show. It's not on HBO Max, but people can watch it. So I just kind of embrace the past, but I really do appreciate that things have changed for the better in many ways.
It's better than HBO Max. It's free. It's on Out TV.
I don't know if Out TV is free. I think it's like,
well, it's not $18 a month though.
No, it's like $2.99 a month. And there's a lot of great stuff on it, like the Sherry Vine Variety Show. I only mention it because I'm on it. But I must say this, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I do want to say out loud, I'm very proud of the fact that this show is written and acted and stars, you know, really talented people, as opposed to just putting the camera on a bunch of, you know, drag queens or, you know, porn stars and watching them argue. I know that that's enjoyable for some people, but like, you know, I grew up with the Carol Burnett show and like actual scripted TV. Okay, my dog disagrees.
Oh, well, he's getting antsy, and so I won't keep you from him much longer. I'll just ask, what are you doing this summer? P-Town, Palm Springs, LA Pride, Wilton Manors, anytime, Miami?
You know, I don't really have a whole lot. I mean, I must say I write for a lot of people. I just finished writing on this animated series for Tubi. I write for like almost all your favorite drag queens, you know, I'm writing for. I write for a lot of different people. You know, these companies contact me to write a song, you know, song parodies. So anyway, a lot of writing. So a little less performing these days. No plans to go to Florida right now, but I just booked P-Town for Bear Week. I'm doing July, oh, I hope this is right, 16, 17, and 18 at the Red Room. And yeah, doing a show called There's a Bear in There. And it's, the tagline is, she knows you because she is you. Because underneath all this, you know, like, I always like it, it's Bear Week, W-E-E-K, not W-E-A-K. Don't go see some skinny bitch. I know I look skinny right now because my face is thin, but my body's fat. So the bears need to come see me. I love the Bears. I love the Bears. Even if the show's half full, it feels packed.
I understand exactly what you mean. Jackie
Yeah.
B,
If people want to know what's going on in my career and my life, just visit missjackiebeat.com or follow me on social media. I deserve to have more followers.
You do. And I stalk you now on social media. I always, before I interview someone, I always look up their social and Google them to see if they were like arrested or something overnight. So I was glad to see that your name was very clear, and I knew that this would happen.
No, I was arrested. We just, I paid a lot of money to keep it out of the, no, that's the bonus of not being very famous. No one cares that I was arrested last night.
I'm calling Harvey at TMZ after this. Sorry.
It's all right.
What?
A girl's got to make a buck, and I'm sure that they, will pay you for the information. So
gotta work it. All right. So the new show, or the new season, second season, is Out TV. Every Thursday, new episodes drop. The first one dropped. Let's see. We're having this on Friday. The first episode dropped last night. How was the watch party?
The watch party is actually tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do a Thursday. I want to do a Friday and actually make it, fun. So it's the official cast party, plus we're doing a Dr. Jackie live. When does this air?
This will be in out South Florida. It will be in the paper next week, and I'm gonna tease it on social and put the full interview up starting Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, okay. Then I won't talk about it. Can you cut this out? Just kidding. No, we're having a party tonight, a Friday. And it's, people can buy tickets, but it's also the cast and crew. So it's going to be a good mix. And we're going to screen the first episode. And I'm going to take questions from the audience in case they need some really bad, help. And then I'm doing a therapy session live on stage tonight in Los Angeles with Alec Mapa, and tomorrow night in Palm Springs with Mario Diaz.
Wow. I love Mario Diaz.
Should be fun.
It will be. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for season 2. I sit and I laughed so hard. So thank you so much for making my day.
Well, that's really, all joking aside, that's why I do it. My mother was severely depressed growing up before there were commercials on it, on TV, and nobody knew what. And I felt like as this little gay boy, it was my job to make her laugh. So that's where it comes from. So if I can make you laugh, I've done my job, and it makes me feel good. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Jackie Beat, coming to us from California, coming to your streaming TV very soon. Thank you so much.
Bye.